For business owners utilizing platforms like Bizee, formerly known as IncFile, for their business formation needs, there might arise a situation where a separate employer identification number, EIN, is required. An EIN, also known as a federal tax identification number, is a unique 9-digit number assigned by the Internal Revenue Service, IRS, to identify business entities operating in the United States. While Bizee often assists with obtaining an EIN during the initial business formation, circumstances may necessitate acquiring a new or separate EIN for a pre-existing or newly structured business entity. This explanation will guide you through the general process of obtaining a separate EIN, particularly in the context of using Bizee services. Process. Assess your need. First and foremost, clearly understand why you require a separate EIN. Common reasons include changing your business structure, e.g., sole proprietorship to LLC or corporation, acquiring an existing business and operating it under a new EIN, establishing a new legal entity separate from an existing one, specific IRS requirements based on your business activities. Determine Bizee's involvement. Bizee primarily facilitates the initial EIN application during the business formation process. For separate EIN, especially for an already formed entity or a scenario outside the initial setup, their direct involvement might be limited. Contact Bizee support. Your first step should be to directly contact Bizee's customer support. Explain your situation and your need for separate EIN. They can provide guidance on whether they offer services for this specific scenario and what their procedures are. They might offer an add-on service or direct you to the appropriate resources. Prepare necessary information. Regardless of whether Bizee assists directly, you will need specific information to apply for an EIN. This typically includes the legal name of your business, the business address, the type of business entity, e.g., LLC, S Corp, C Corp, the reason for applying for the EIN, the name and title of the responsible party, the individual authorized to manage and control the entity, the Social Security number, SSN, or Individual Taxpayer Identification Number, ITIN, of the responsible party. Understand the application methods. The IRS offers several ways to apply for an EIN. Online, this is the fastest method and is done directly through the IRS website. By mail, you can download and complete Form SS-4, Application for Employer Identification Number, and mail it to the IRS. This method takes longer. By fax, in some cases, you can fax Form SS-4 to the IRS. Check the IRS website for current fax numbers. Follow Bizee's instructions, if applicable. If Bizee offers assistance with a separate EIN, they will provide specific instructions on how to proceed through their platform or via direct communication. Follow their steps carefully and provide all required information accurately. Apply directly to the IRS. If Bizee doesn't directly assist, if Bizee does not directly handle separate EIN applications for your specific need, you will need to apply directly to the IRS using one of the methods mentioned in Step 5. The online method is generally the most efficient. Retain your EIN confirmation. Once your EIN is issued, you will receive a confirmation notice, typically Form CP-575 for online applications. Keep this document in a safe and accessible place, as you will need it for various business activities, such as opening a bank account, hiring employees, and filing taxes. Tip: maintain clear documentation. Keep meticulous records of all communication with Bizee regarding your EIN. If you apply directly to the IRS, retain copies of your application, Form SS-4, and the EIN confirmation notice. This documentation will be crucial for future reference and in case of any discrepancies.